Oh. Just getting it right off the bat. That's a good intro, honey.
Yeah, I know.
I liked it. That
Hi, I'm a musician. Just kidding. I'm super not. Don't take that into.
That was pretty fuego.
Hi,
so
hello.
Hey, look where we are. I'm Sora.
Oh, I should maybe
Watashi
tell...
wa Sora desu.
You get out of here, Henry, boy.
And, anyways, I got a sword, and then that's Beast from Beauty and the... and so yeah, last time we fucked with Riku, and he was like, I'm gonna grab your sword. There's no homoerotic symbolism intended. It's just two bros grabbing each other's swords.
Two bros chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart, because they're not gay.
Exactly. If I was here in this little tub, Riku would be over here, because we're not gay. Just a little bit, and then...
Oh, Beast is struggling.
And then Beast just...
Because he's caught behind the pole.
Oh, poor Beast. It's okay.
I love when, like, game characters don't have any... Like...
So anyways, yeah, and he stole my sword and my friends, which was really uncool. But check out that castle, man. Tell me that ain't a dope castle.
That's pretty cool.
Tetsuya Nomura just like likes some like really interesting over the top stuff. So anyways, let's hop in the lift. Castle gates. Check out this lift. We just like teleport into it. So Heartless appear, and we can't fight them. I mean, like, Beast can fight them. And luckily he's strong. Because legit, like, check this out. Does freaking nothing. And the gates are shut. What do we do? This part, I always hate this part because I always forget what I'm supposed to do. So anyways, you just jump off the side here. Oh, look at that.
Oh, I definitely... That does not seem right.
Right? So now we're like at the base. And yeah, we're just going underground. That's some shit we gotta do. And so we gotta open the castle gates because the gates are closed. So we gotta hang around with Beast and do some fun stuff. Oh, look at it.
I'm so confused.
That's a funny thing is for some reason I can still open chests with... Which doesn't really make sense.
Oh, without having a Keyblade?
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be open.
Yeah, right? It's like the
Keyblade.
Keyblade can unlock any lock, so it's like... I never understood why that was called call. So you'll come up to these like breakable sections of wall, and it will say call, and like then Beast will come up and smash him. Yeah, I mean, this place is weird, like, because we're essentially walking on solid water, right?
Yeah, like, this whole thing is kind of...
So, yeah, then this is, like, a whole little puzzle thing. So these things are, like, sliding walls? I don't remember. I feel like you ignore that one and go straight to the second one. Oh, good. Beast is still trapped. And then just do it again so the Beast can get to me because he's getting... Alright. Oh wait, actually that's not going to do anything. That's just going to trap me in this little thing. Yeah, now I'm just trapped in the box. Okay, you don't know. I guess I should have paid attention the first time. I was just paying attention to Beast being stuck.
Yeah. It's Alicia. She's just telling me why she can't do
okay.
it right now.
So let's release this one. Okay, perfect. That one opens there. And then this one opens here. Yeah, so you're literally just moving. We're trying to get the door to open.
Beast bugging out is pretty funny.
He gets caught on everything, man.
He's big though, and these areas aren't that.
So if I do that, that'll swap. I think what I want to do now. So the trick is you don't want to hit this one right away. I think this is where, because so far it's just been straightforward. We're doing them in order that they release them. I think what we want to do is do this, so this will go back. Oh no, now we can't get to that. Okay, now. Because I think we want to get to that thing. Because now this didn't really do anything for us. Okay, let's see what this one does really quick. These are... I remember these like confused the heck out of me. Okay, so this just straight up opens this. That's fine. Like, it doesn't break off anything new. At least this one more time just to... And that one just did this one. Okay, cool, whatever. Let's go into here. I feel like so far this is really straightforward. For some reason I remember it being like weirder in some way. Because yeah, so far this hasn't been like a puzzle, it's just been totally linear. Like just, hey, open one door, open the next door. Like Beast is super strong. And you kind of like... I should change my...
Thanks, Beast.
Good job, my dude.
Yeah.
Just
have him do all the fighting for you.
Yeah, pretty much. Because, like, you literally cannot damage the Heartless with your little
what are
wing
you
sword.
going to do with the little dinky thing?
Okay, so that was all I needed to do. Cool. I know you come down here at other points for other things. Because, like, see, like, there's something over there that... Alright, cool. Now we just have to get back out. That was weird. Did you see that?
No. I'm sorry. I'll put my phone down. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There was a little bug, like, where basically when we went through, it showed, like, the little, like, bubble traveling, but in the background you could see Sora was already standing, like, they had already moved him to the other side.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if that necessarily does anything or needs to be done, but just do everything now in reverse order. Beast does get stuck constantly in here.
Yeah. He's just too big. Like, the place is, like, not really built for... He, like, fits in, like a quarter of the space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a big boy. Alright, cool. I think... Okay, yeah, I think you can break this. Done. There's a whole bunch of crap in here.
These are weird little enemies.
Yeah, I think they're like literally called dark balls or something like that in Jiminy's journal. They're a pain
not
in
the
the
cutest.
Yeah.
They're kind of ugly.
Yeah, because we're getting to like these like high level Heartless. Check out
Yeah.
Beast. Daga gummy, nice. Yeah, and you have to see. Ooh, an Ultima gummy, nice. So this is important because see, you have to break this while you've got him here, but then you have to come back later and do this Trinity.
Yeah, with the other guys.
Yeah, I feel like this like raises or something. There's nothing I can target right now. Yeah, to activate the Trinity.
Trinity, maybe. Okay, and
Perhaps.
then under the water, quizás.
For some reason that was like super easy. Wait, was that there before?
What? That?
This one? Oh wait,
That
yeah,
door?
that's the one that takes you that way. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, good. Alright, cool. Now we can go back into the back of the... But again, like, yeah, it's like, just the fact that you can jump off the side of that is kind of like a... Just the fact that you even can jump off the side is kind of an interesting thing. Because, like, why would you assume you could do that? Oh, I forgot I could flip. It's just like, what would make you assume that that would be a thing you could do?
Oh, because you can fly now.
Yeah.
Because Tinkerbell gave you her pixie dust.
Yeah, she gave me glide.
That's like the game's function for it, essentially. It's
Yeah.
like a glide function. Oh.
Is there a doorway?
What is it? That's back to the waterway.
Yeah, this is a different portion of it.
So you need to unlock... Oh. Just kidding. Or
Nice.
Beast can just throw that shit out.
Yeah, busting stuff up. More gun
Bust
stuff.
it up.
There's still
Bust
one
it
thing
up.
there. I don't know how you get
Push,
to that.
push, 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 push. I was doing punching gestures.
Oh, very good
Along with that.
for the people who can't.
Doesn't really help if
Yeah.
we watch this back ever. Or
Let's see.
Alicia said she'll be able to watch it tomorrow once it is up on YouTube.
Once we upload it.
Yeah, she'll be out late tonight, so.
What's she up to?
It is her roommate's birthday.
Nice. I got it just in time. Oh, that's cool. I got it just in time because it normally would have.
What?
Oh, wait, what the heck? Oh, okay, that opens. Well, so like normally you can't interact with things when you're in combat. So I jumped down and I jumped down right next to it and hit like accept, or open like as
Like
soon.
immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be careful that you don't. Oh,
Dodge roll.
just kidding. You knew
Yeah.
what you were doing.
Yeah, we opened it. We opened the gate now.
I have to give you credit that you know what you're doing because.
Look, it's the princesses.
Oh my gosh, they're all stolen. And frozen.
Yeah. So see, like they're trying to create a doorway to Kingdom Hearts right there.
Oh, purest of hearts, reveal to me the keyhole!
I'm trying to say that the princesses are the only ones who are pure fart.
It's just like some fun Disney time stuff. Like, yeah, it's just saying like they are the purest of heart or whatever. But see, like it won't fully open because Kairi doesn't have her heart. Like her body's there, but she doesn't have her heart, so she can't. She can't be used to open it.
Curious and
They're
curious.
close. I can feel it. Are you ready for them? No.
Oh, it's just a heartless illusion. Dick move, man.
Great.
That
Now
was
the
a
only
super
person
obvious
he can.
trap.
No, not without Kyrie.
The darkness will destroy you.
You're wrong,
Oh, he's
Riku.
got
that
his
has already
The
destroyed
darkness
you,
may destroy my
apparently.
body, but it can't touch my heart.
sword dropping hot
My heart will
truths.
stay with my friends. It'll never die.
Really? Well, we'll just see about that.
Ooh, my hair flips out of the way because I'm so powerful.
He shot Dark Kamehameha Wave.
Ain't gonna go anywhere.
Ooh, Goofy with
You
the
betray your
quickness.
king?
Not on your life. But I'm not gonna betray Sora either, because he's
Man,
become
Goofy the
one
real
of my best
MVP here.
buddies after all we've been through together. See you later, Donald. Could you tell the king I'm really sorry?
Hold on, Goofy! We'll tie them together!
Aw.
You know, act for one and right for all.
Aw, this is really sweet.
Thanks a lot, Donald. Goofy.
How will you fight without a weapon?
I know now I don't need the Keyblade. I've got a better
Oh,
weapon.
snap.
My heart.
Your
He's
heart?
gonna steal it back right now,
What
right?
good will that weak little thing do for you?
Obviously.
Although my heart may be weak, it's not alone.
Sorry, I'm just setting my tea
And
bag
it's not a
inside
home
your
with all the
teacup
friends
so
I
that it.
Alright.
I've become part of their heart just as they've become a part of mine.
Sorry, given
And
his
if
my
they think
friends
of
are
me
in my
now
heart
and then,
speech.
If they don't forget me, then our hearts will be one.
You'll Be in My Heart by Phil Collins starts
I don't
playing.
need a weapon. My friends are my power.
My friends are my power.
As he plays with a wooden tourney sword.
Yeah, right?
There we go.
Boom. Also, my Keyblade's cool now. And I'm the Smack Crab. And then also, he already has his own, so it's like.
So what's the point? Why'd you steal
Yeah.
mine? Does he still have like a 1-2 and a parry?
No.
Like fighting style? Like he did in the beginning?
No, he has a different style. And this is his easy fight. You fight him a second time and he is so nice.
He gets even.
He is hard. His possessed form or whatever, like
Once he's like fully consumed by the darkness.
yeah. Once he gets those full darkness mode, you fight him in that room Maleficent was in, and there's a really long cutscene beforehand, and the cutscene is just like brutal. Heck yeah, max AP. Get dunked on, edgelord.
Dunked on.
God, Riku's such a little shit, but it's okay. He's our bro.
You're like, we'll forgive him later.
Yeah, exactly. He went back to his regular old pants.
So your heart won this battle.
Yeah, my heart and my big ass Keyblade I beat the crap out of him with. Learned White Trinity finally. Heck yeah! I mean, Beast is super.
You got
good,
work to do. Now going back to all those White Trinities.
I want to. Yeah, I know, right? I want to while I remember.
Why is it a thing in games for like
break pots?
to break pots? Like what? What was the first game to do that? First of all, and
Zelda, probably the original Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, because that's now like a game trope.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
pots are required to be breakable.
Breaking pots is definitely a video game trope. But yeah, maybe Zelda. I want to go out first though and go down to that one.
The blue one.
Yeah. Doesn't matter where you drop, you'll end in the same place.
It doesn't make. I am absolutely bewildered. Oh, and you're just like absolutely wrecking shop on stuff.
Heck yeah. Now we can take them out. So now these are
cute.
So like, you know how we've always had those like little tiny wizardy ones?
Yeah.
Now we've got these guys and they're like advanced magic using Heartless, like because usually like the fire guys can use fire, and it's interesting. So actually, since our last play session, something interesting to report on is I got to play Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we went to
my gosh,
Anime Expo.
It's been so long since.
Yeah, we went to Anime Expo in Los Angeles, and that was a lot of fun. And in doing so, Square Enix was there, and they were showing off Kingdom Hearts 3. But the joke of it all is that they had a really small booth area. So it was in the entertainment hall, which is like, there wasn't like a lot of company booths there. It was like Blizzard was there, and they were really just operating a game store. Like, they didn't have anything to play there. They didn't have any demo units. Like, I forget what it was. Like Fate, the Fate series had like some Fate VR game.
Yeah.
That they were showing off.
Oh yeah, that's true. They were right next door.
Yeah, and then Square was there, and Square had the new Dragon Quest, and they had Kingdom Hearts. Mm-hmm. And so their booth was shared in between.
Yeah.
In between multiple, in between two titles. And so you had to line up inside the booth area, and they packed it in there and got a good amount of people in. But the deal was, when we were there, which I had heard from people who, I was watching Lindsay Elisa's stream, and I was like, I'm so stoked, because she's a big Kingdom Hearts fan, and I've met her a couple times and like talked about Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, I'm so jealous you got to play it at E3. I was like, I'm gonna play it at what's it called? I'm gonna try and play it at AX. And she said, my advice is like, get there when the convention hall opens and like go straight there, because she's like, at E3 they would like, you'd have to get there and they would like cap the line. And once the line was capped, like it was capped, and she was like, I actually only got to play it because I had like I was doing like a partner. She said she was doing a partner thing with Microsoft and got in, and Microsoft had the game inside their demo area, like their kind of like private area.
Oh shoot, I don't think you told me that.
Yeah, so she didn't actually play it at Square's booth, she played it at Microsoft's booth. And honestly, I'm really glad I got to play it on a PlayStation because it would have felt weird playing it on an Xbox. Because, you know,
Yeah, for sure.
obviously, like the other main titles were PlayStation exclusive. There have been plenty on like Nintendo handheld consoles and other stuff now, but so anyway, so for this it was different actually. They had a very small line area inside their booth area, and they would basically fill that line, which took about a minute. Like as soon as they would open the line, it would be filled up to capacity in a minute, and then they would cap the line. And basically, oh, check out the Wyvern guys. These guys are actually cool looking. Like, I actually like their recolors. So first of all, these shield guys are not recolored. This is exactly what they look like in Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation.
Okay.
PS2, I should say. Because a lot of these have been recolored. Same thing with like the Dark Balls and the Wizards. These are the first. The Drakes have been recolored. They were like an orangey red. Okay. They weren't like this black, purple, blue kind of.
Yeah. They're pretty cool.
I like the way I'm like 100% in Donald's. Over here getting wrecked. But anyway, so they would cap the line.
Donald.
And then they'd say, okay,
He's
sorry.
So he's so
He's so squishy. He's
so
the main.
squishy.
And then they'd say, okay, well, we've capped the line. Come back. They would say basically come back in like an hour to an hour and a half. But also they had no clue. For some reason, they didn't really know how long their line would take, which I thought was kind of weird, because it's like, you think like they have X demo units, the demo is 15 minutes long, so they can just say like, okay, we have, you know, our lines fits, you know, 100 people in it,
Yeah.
you know, we've got 12 demo units this time, like it's going to take whatever, but I don't know, so they didn't really ever know how long it was going to take. So the first time we went there, they said like, oh, come back in 30 minutes, and I came back in 30 minutes, and they were like, or it was like 45 minutes, and then I said, so we came back, and they were like, oh, now come back in 30 minutes, and we're like, what? And then we checked back in like a little while later. Okay, first of all, what we were trying to do here, I'll take a break in this story.
I know, I was like, you might need to stop while you're telling the story.
So this door here with the Heartless symbol on it, we have to find all 4 pieces that will like fill in this door, and then it'll open.
Okay. Got it.
Which they're at various places around here. So
In the map.
I guess I'll finish telling this story really quick before I go on, because there'll be some stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, just they kind of didn't really know, and so the better estimate than going with what they were telling you was to look at the line inside their booth, and when it got down to probably about like 20 to 30 people, that's when you need to start waiting. But you also couldn't stand anywhere near the Square Enix booth.
Yeah,
because
they
due
wouldn't
to the
let you in the line if you had been like waiting nearby and they could see you. Like if you were in eye shot of anybody who was running the line at the booth, they would basically like bring out their megaphone and be like, don't wait around here, otherwise we won't let you in line.
Exactly. They'd basically be
So-
like, hey, we see you standing over there, you know, you're not going to be let in line if you stand around.
Yeah.
So what I ended
Which
up...
makes it really unfair for the people who have been trying really hard all day
Exactly.
to like go play this game.
It was a weird
really-
thing. What they should have done is they should have just done return time tickets. Like, this is the way Disneyland handles these
Yeah,
things.
man.
Is like, just basically you show up, be like,
Just
hey,
get like a ticket
take a
roll.
number.
What are those? Like
exactly.
$2 for what? Like thousands of tickets?
Exactly. So you grab a ticket, and the ticket says, come back at 3 p.m., you know, and you got it in the morning, and so then you come back at 3 p.m. That would have been the best way to handle it. But, you know, it's not their fault. Like, it's just the reality of the demand versus the supply. And so anyways, what I realized, I was like, okay, the line's getting low, and the sign that they're holding up just says, check back soon. So I literally just paced up and down the aisle where they were doing it, and they even started saying, like, don't pace. And I was kind of like, because I think they started to realize that people were literally doing that. And because me and Brian, we were just walking up and down the aisle. We'd get to the end of the aisle that they were on, we'd turn around, and we'd go back down the aisle the other way.
Yeah.
But there was no other way to guarantee you to get in. Otherwise, it was like, you couldn't stand anywhere in eye shot. So it's like, you just had to get lucky and be walking by when they opened it up.
Yeah.
So I started pacing, and then, like, I'd stand away for a minute, then I'd pace again, and then eventually, like, they opened it, and I just rushed in, like, and it was kind of a mad rush. I mean, people were cool, like, there wasn't anyone throwing elbows or anything. Rushed in and got to play it, and it was really amazing, and
Yeah.
I had so much fun. I was like, oh my gosh, it's exactly what I hoped it would be. But, I mean, I didn't think, like, hey, they're gonna mess up the gameplay or anything.
No.
It was more just like story beat, and we didn't get any story. It's like basically what the demo was, is you got to play some of Olympus Coliseum or the Olympus World, do the boss fight against the Rock Titan, and then you got to play some of the Toy Story World.
Dude, some of the like.
Really quick. So, do you know where we are yet?
No.
Okay, let's see. So, if you
Is
notice, see the way there are.
Beast's library.
No. See the way there are like colored,
Something.
big like colored books that kind of stick out. Like here,
Yeah.
there's some yellow ones. Here, there's some red ones. Well, okay. Here's a red book on the floor, and it says "comma volume 8." And then you go over here, and you put it on the shelf.
And it opens up a new section.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's see. Standing
See the yellow
here,
book?
do you recognize this?
Yes. This was the library where.
Kyrie's grandmother told her the story about like the original formation, like the
Yeah.
original Keyblade War. Yep. Yeah,
Interesting.
Kyrie's grandmother sat in this
Well,
chair
how was I
and
supposed
little.
to recognize it from over there?
It zoomed out for a little bit. I was just curious to see if you.
Oh yeah, no. I wish I had better eyes than that.
These are always so weird, so it's just random chance as far as I know. And you just have to spin it until.
Until it actually lands on the bolts.
Yeah, I mean you have a 1 in 3 chance, but I've had to spin these a bunch of times before, and I'm like, this is so weird.
Excuse me.
But yeah, so getting to play Kingdom Hearts 3 was awesome. I was so stoked on that that I got
You
to
sure?
play it.
It looks like it's landing in the same spot every time.
It does. Yeah. It'll just it's
What?
no, yeah,
That
right.
does
Like
not
you
make
think like
any
is there?
sense to me.
I know. It's
So you need a yellow book.
yeah, it's so silly. You have to find quite a few books around here.
What are the other?
Some of them are upstairs. Some of them will move around. So we can like climb on top of these bookshelves.
Cool beans.
Eventually, we'll get a couple more. It's
More
all
yellow books.
Yeah, that one leads you into the lift shop or whatever, and that'll be for going around the castle. This world is kind of a longer one. There's a lot of like story stuff going on in here. Obviously, this is kind of the end of the game.
Looks like you might.
Yeah, you'd think like, oh,
You know what?
is there
I
a
shouldn't try. I shouldn't even try. I should just
I
like.
know this. Yeah, it's just funny because you're like, is there a trick to this? Like, I don't know. I just know that if you hit it a bunch of times, like, and sometimes like you'll get it on like your first or second try. Sometimes it'll take, you know, you'll do this like 10 times. And then,
Huzzah.
and then hey, there you go. Like, what?
Yeah, that didn't
There's
make
one on
sense.
the desk over here.
That's an orange, and that's
Yeah.
over there, and there's a green book in the orange slot.
Take. Volume 6 in there. Oh snap! It moved.
Oh,
aside.
it is a button. Ba-doop, ba-doop, doop.
So look at that first one on that one. Just it's totally random.
Completely random. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
What book did we get? A green one?
Yeah,
Another ultimate gun. Nice.
it was like neon green.
That's is
Green, and there's a blue book. Oh. So there's a green with a pink label that's missing.
salad or slick.
Salaga.
Yeah, I don't know what would happen. I guess you could always get out if you got down here because all you need to get out is the blue volume.
Yeah.
So
They
what?
kind of give you the volume.
Do I
that you
have
need
a
to get
volume
in.
right now? I don't have the yellow one yet, do I?
No.
Yeah.
And you had the green book,
I
but then
put
you
the
put
green
it in
one,
there.
so we're still missing more. Okay, let's see here.
And you have this yellow set and that yellow set down there. So the A and the N books of the yellow
Oh,
sets.
there we go. There's one in here, I believe. I think this one contains one of the books. I thought it did, but it does. Yeah. So our goal, though, is to stream this and oh nice, another AP up. To stream this and to do I have Green Trinity? I think I do. Yeah, this gets that book off the top of the shelf there. Yellow book. I don't know if this is all right here. If this is the one.
I'm pretty sure the one at the front is.
Nice. But yeah, so our goal is to stream this and Kingdom Hearts 2 before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
Yeah, that's the goal.
I don't know if
since we aren't very
stream
consistent
3, though.
on.
Yeah, so that then changed the layout. That's the thing. I don't know what that really accomplishes for us, though. I mean, we do stream like every week, as far if we can, you know, unless there's like a specific.
Yeah.
There it is. I was like, it was on the back side of that one, like right where it met. I was like, I know this, like, all the books are in here. Like, you don't have to leave the book.
Yeah. This game's pretty cool because they have a really like unorthodox way of doing puzzles. Or like creative, rather, is probably a better word. And I'm such a big like puzzle person.
And the final volume.
Perfect. All the names of these are really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what these names are. Like, they sound like Hindi
They
almost.
refer to. Or like, maybe even like Arabic.
Yeah.
They just sound like an old language. That's what they sound like to me.
Boom, and that gets into the shop.
Not a vowel. Interesting.
What do I have to do here?
Show me your crushing power.
I thought I had to use gravity on it. Because I think they want magic to be... Oh, I just had to break the... There's number 1.
Is this fire?
Fire! Fire!
Nice, Goofy.
I thought your mouse was supposed to open.
Can you examine it?
Maybe I have to do them all.
Oh, props. Why do they jump like that?
Thunder! Fire! Fire!
This game would be taking so much longer if you didn't know what you were doing.
I already know, yeah. Hey. I didn't even have to ask that one what it wanted. I know what you want. Hey girl, I know what you want.
See ya!
Ha ha ha.
Do you think I could talk about the thing I got today in the mail on the stream?
I mean, that depends who you think's gonna be watching the stream. I don't mind. And there's another piece. Now we got 2 of the pieces.
Okay. What are these pieces to?
The door. Remember I said like.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
And there's the 3rd piece.
You need 4.
Yeah. See, this is nice just because now we don't have to go through the we don't have to go through the waterfall, or we don't have, not the waterfall, the what's it called? We don't have to go through the library every time to get up to the 2nd floor now that we activated the elevator there.
Oh, that's
And the last piece. Ba-dam bam. Ba-dun-dun. Did it.
What's the Curb Your Enthusiasm?
It's funny that they only go in one at a time.
Yeah.
And we did it.
Pew pew. Oh, cutscene.
Why? It was mine.
Know this. The heart that is strong and true shall win the Keyblade.
What? You're saying my heart's weaker than his?
For that instant it was. However,
Just let me touch you, little boy. You can become stronger.
I know, right?
you showed no fear in stepping through the door to darkness. It held no terror for you. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
He's
What
not
should I
the
do?
same guy that was
It's really quite simple.
the angel.
Open
in
yourself to the darkness. That is
Curio.
all. Let your heart, your being, become darkness itself.
This is him becoming possessed.
Yeah. So once you find him after this, after that dude possesses him.
And that was all.
Oh, now there's
that
Heartless
was
in
all
it.
BS and lies, right?
What?
All of that.
So
Him
you-
telling him that he'll be stronger with this.
Oh, he definitely does become way stronger.
Well, like his heart being stronger though, because is he like? I took that as like he was a heartless who was like taking his heart from him.
That dude. You know what? You
Really
know,
ambiguous.
funny. You know what? I don't even know if I want to get spoilers.
Spoils. Don't
Well, I was gonna say I could say like, hey, good guess. I guess I'd say.
Okay, well then I'll
Good,
just.
good guess. You are more on maybe than you even think it was possible to be. but not that that's what he was
Right,
doing.
right.
He is fusing with him and he is becoming stronger and stuff. And Riku gets like when you fight Riku the second time, he has like a Keyblade of his own. Because again, like in the lore and everything, like this, or Riku's a Keyblade wielder. Like he was bequeathed by Terra and all that business. Whereas Sora was technically never bequeathed the ability to wield the Keyblade. He just has Roxas's heart in him. Not Roxas. Ventus. Whatever. I don't know. All their stupid names. Like all the names are so dumb.
Stupid. Be nice.
This is my favorite game of all time. I get to criticize it for being dumb. Like,
You know
I
what?
love
Free
it.
test.
I love it to death, and I'm just gonna call it out when it's dumb though.
But I feel like that's like those names sound like they're meant to be like old and like
Well, there's Aqua, Terra, so it's just like you just have Latin for water and earth, and then Ventus, whatever that is. But anyways, so when Ventus, after the events of like
And I
Birth
don't
by
like these
Sleep,
enemies, and I don't know what
you don't like you don't like dark ballsack enemies.
No, I don't like that.
Oh man, they're tough when there's a lot of them. When there's a lot of them, they like just bounce around like crazy and really hit you. But yeah, so since like our heart, sheltered his and whatever, that's how we got the ability to wield a Keyblade, because he could wield a Keyblade.
So just because Riku could, we can also now.
No, because Ventus was a Keyblade wielder, and we have like a bit of Ventus's heart, like in us.
Okay, I misunderstood you.
Yeah.
Got it.
That changes this. So these go.
So they go up and down.
Yeah,
They're like elevators or.
exactly. That changed which way it
Whether
goes.
it
This
went.
takes us to
Yeah.
the lower level. Yeah, we basically just have to go all around and do our business.
I think
now.
I'm more just weirded out by the 3 tentacles.
They always look kind of like ghosts to me in a way. Almost kind of like a Boo, but like in Mario, but like evil. Oh, this is weird.
Whoa.
I feel like, for some reason, I feel like Gandalf in the Fellowship of the Ring, like when they're in Moria, and it's just like, I have no memory of this place.
Possibly this is new.
No, I just think it looks different, and I feel like this was just like a really dark chamber. And
Previously.
yeah, exactly, and that this
I actually really like these
oh, I love
these
these
enemies.
guys. Like, this is cool, and they have like their like Cerberus shields.
Yeah. I'm really into the like Cerberus as like a character or like a creature. Like, I think it's a really, like, fascinating.
A three-headed dog?
Well, like, and then isn't it supposed to be, like, the guard dog of the entrance to the underworld or something like that? Like, isn't that what its purpose
Yeah,
is?
it's like Hades' guard dog.
Yeah. Like, I love that. I'm also very into,
If I land
like,
on this thing. I was like, so this is a... Oh, no, there's black.
oh, hello, little-
So see, this is where we were before. So this is the waterway.
Okay.
This, remember I was saying like I feel like you could go up in here.
Oh, got it.
Is this the same thing I just did?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Help! Okay.
Got a couple of them there. Bam, bam.
Whoa. That was just weird. That was a weird one.
Yeah, those black mushrooms are like a random spawn. So I actually got them, then went up, and then there were two places you could have gone. Okay, so this is lift shop. Okay, lift stop, not lift shop.
I saw shop also.
Oops, what the dang? It keep just like...
You can just like going up and down.
It's weird the way it like positions you. See, like, I don't know.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Mithril is just we need that for the ultimate weapon eventually. That's something I'll probably do like off stream, maybe like before, like if we get to the very end of the game, essentially like right before the final battle. I'll
You'll
probably
just, like, farm up.
exactly like I'll probably do stuff because like I really would like to get it. Like maybe
I think
like,
it'd be cool. I'd like to see so what are the two blades? Oblivion and
Oathkeeper.
Oathkeeper.
We get Oblivion right before our second fight with Riku, and then after we beat this world before excuse me.
You said we were 2 sessions away from like finishing, right?
I said we're probably like 2 or 3. We're probably a little bit further actually.
Oh, okay.
I kind of forget that these last
Take a
worlds are
while.
longer.
Everything's such a maze.
And Orichalcum, yeah, see, like we're just getting like these high-level synthesis items right here. So yeah, technically there was nothing like we actually needed, like going up and down here. Like those were just to get high-level synthesis items.
Hi, dog.
Alrighty. Actually, I want to go back really quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Do you, boo boo?
I'm gonna go to the stop. Oh, of course, there's mine. The Heartless spawn like crazy here, but honestly, I'm gonna fight them when they show up because it's good to get that XP while we can. Because that fight with Riku is a doozy.
Hey.
I like that we both. Hey, be nice, Mister. That was a cheap shot. But, you know, the thing that initially made me think of, like, hey, I played Kingdom Hearts 3 since the last time we streamed, was the
Yes.
fact that, so these guys, you know,
stuck in there.
the original, like, you have all, like, the red Rhapsody and blue Nocturne or whatever, all the different,
Oh gosh.
all the different little wizards, and they can only cast, you know, the blue ones cast Blizzard, the red ones cast Fire, and so forth.
Correct.
And then these guys can cast all of them.
Or the advanced mages.
Yeah, they can cast like a whole bunch of magic. They even cast like flare instead or something like that. They have a bunch of different magic.
Yeah.
But like the standard little guys, they got a little revamp in Kingdom Hearts 3. They can like shoot out little things, and I don't know, they're just really cool looking.
One of the coolest things about Kingdom Hearts 3 is like, I'm not going to spoil too much because I don't know if anyone who ends up
Well, it's just
stumbling
the
upon
demo.
this, but I guess that's true. If it's demo, it's free reign. So there's like, I love the power-up spell moves that you can do. Like some of the stuff that I saw Brian doing, because our friend Brian was also at AX and he was playing the demo when the very nice people at the Square booth let me, you know, sneak behind the scenes and just, you know, have a look. I didn't need to play it myself. I just was really curious to see it because, you know, I've been watching you play this
Yeah.
one, and so I'm like, yeah, I want to see it at least. And like I couldn't, and no one was letting me stand up against the rope. They were like, no, back away from the rope. They're like, and I was like,
Yeah.
whatever. And I had you had to like ask the guy yourself, but
Yeah, like from inside, I was kind of like, "Hey,
you're like, can she just come look?"
I was
at
like,
the last,
I was like,
5
we're
minutes?
we're friends. Can she come watch us? And yeah, they were really cool. They were like, "Oh yeah, totally." And I was like, "Awesome, that's really nice."
Yeah. But yeah, and like some of the like, it was so cool. Like I just really enjoyed how they're doing like, you know, hero moves in that one.
Mm-hmm.
How you can do like combo moves with Goofy and Donald, and you'll be able to like that
And-
train was super cool. It was like super weird but
That's
super cool.
that's a thing in Kingdom Hearts 2. You can do those moves as
Okay.
well, like those combo ones where you combo and like do a move. They were much better in 3, honestly. Like I never super loved the way because they took up MP and they were kind of weird. I don't know. So eventually you have to turn this. Like see the way it that
so
little
you
thing
can
is.
go the
It
other
turns
way.
and it'll let you go the other way.
Got it.
Um,
This takes a lot
I know,
of
right?
time.
You can't even pause. I was like, is there like a skip cutscene button? There's not. Oh, does this not go anywhere right now?
No.
Oh, that's what it is. There's,
You need to use Bravera.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because I remember, like, you go up here for something. So this is just to get the, I know that long cutscene, and now we have to watch it all again and go back down.
To go back the opposite way.
Um,
Yeah, why does it go so slow? Well, I mean, that makes sense though, because it's like a cage, so
yeah, right.
it wouldn't
these,
make
like,
any
lists.
sense if it went super fast. Because then it would just be like, well, it would just fly out.
But also it's a big game, so who
A
cares? Just
little
make it
bit
go
of
faster.
suspended disbelief, though, you know, like
Make it go a little bit faster.
But
That big cage is fun. When you hop in there, you have to like battle a bunch of Heartless as it moves. Okay.
ding
Oh, there's
dang
another one
daroo.
right there.
ooh,
More puppies.
Dalmatians.
Nice.
Also-
okay.
What are the 2 parent dogs in 101 Dalmatians?
Pongo and Purdy, which was like short for like Perdita or something like that.
The fact that like they had 99 pups,
Oh,
like
real man.
them dogs were busy, and the fact that she doesn't have like big old saggy nips is like.
Yeah,
Miraculous.
the big old saggy nips on it.
Have you seen dogs that are like breeding dogs?
Yes.
They have like really sad and like really saggy nips because they've had so
This
many
is so
pups.
funny to do. Oh, we went down. Dang it, whatever. What do I need to do? I'm gonna do this. I'll need to remember to switch it before, but Arrow's nice for during a boss fight, but I usually like gravity on this one. But it's really funny when you use it on these guys because you can be like, and it just launches them down.
It just drops them out of the
Yeah,
sky.
you kind of have to ignore these guys to an extent, otherwise you'll fall down, and it's a pain in the butt to get back up. I always thought like it was such a dick move on the designer's part to put these guys right here, because they constantly
Exact
like...
edge.
Exactly, I'm like, what are you supposed to do here, you know? It's like, use magic
Or
on
use
them,
gravity.
sure, but yeah. Gravity's just funny to use because it sends them flying to the ground, and technically they're out over like no ground. Doing some fun side stuff here. Get the secrets.
Apparently Goofy didn't remember how to Dolan remembers.
It's okay, they always pop back up. They're all good.
I always thought that was a really strange thing about video games. How they would like, I don't know, basically how characters could like
I think this is a switch.
show up places,
Okay, yeah, that starts this movie.
and you're like, how did you get here? You definitely fell to your death.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Where does it, oh, this just enables me to get over here, I think.
So you can get that guy.
Yeah.
See ya!
Bum,
See ya.
bum, bum.
More Dalmatian pups.
Dalmatians!
Alright, now we need to take this one. Yeah, so now we're gonna be going up this bad boy.
Tight dog.
It's so, like, the castle is so interesting because it's like there was a castle here, and then these pipes and stuff were like built after the fact and just like they almost look like organic, you know, like they were like an organism that took over the castle.
They look like they should be vines.
Yeah, they are very vine-like. This I always thought was weird because this thing spins.
Oh, it just ever so slightly rotates.
Yeah, which is just weird because it like messes with your camera. Like the camera behaves strangely in here. But anyways, like it just like kind of moves on its own accord. Yeah, so then it'll like stop. You have to beat up on some heartless, and then
But it's a cage, right? You can't fall out
yeah,
of it.
you can't fall out of this.
That's right.
Yeah, like I can
Also, like,
get out of
you
it.
know, this game is relatively forgiving.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
mean,
meant
Kingdom
to be
Hearts
super
isn't
difficult.
like super hard. I mean, I could have put it on hard mode, and you know that makes things a little tougher. But also, I'm pretty experienced at playing this game, having played it a bunch as a kid. I thought there were more fights in here. Maybe there's
How
just
many
one
times
more?
have you played this game, like, through?
I want to say like 4,
Okay.
like
Yeah, that's pretty... It's pretty experience.
around about 4. But also, it's just I was really into. I would play like my same file a bunch and stuff like that. Like, oh, pick this stuff up. Getting a lot of.
Dundada.
It's funny because we're getting like a lot of gummy stuff.
Good stuff. Ooh, so I got
Goodness
some
gracious.
pretty good feedback from my friend Dante about my portfolio piece that I'm working on. And so I'm gonna end up doing.
Well, I don't know if you've ever said what you do on stream, so maybe you should just say.
Oh, so
what kind of portfolio do you have?
I have a 3D art portfolio. I do character art primarily, but I also do environment and prop art. And I'm working on building up my environment portfolio because I do not have it. It's very minimal, and basically just a lot of work from classes I took in school. So I'm working on a piece right now that's using the basis of an old project I did in like 2015. So it's been a minute, and I have more skills now, so I can definitely do something better. And so I got good feedback on like the direction and like the storytelling aspects of the environment that I.
What do you mean by that? Like storytelling aspects of an environment?
So when you're building an environment piece, you have to keep in mind that every environment, at least that will go into a game, has characters or lack thereof inhabiting it. Characters or creatures of some kind. And
So like, what does it say about what lives there?
yeah, what does it say about the condition of the world? What does it say about the people who live there? What does it say about, you know, what can you glean off of just looking at this environment? So I'm doing a room, and I decided that the room started out as a seance room,
Okay.
and I'm evolving it into a modern Gothic study. Gothic in the sense of the like old
Oh, look at that! I got a max accessory increase.
Yeah, whoa.
So I can like actually equip another accessory. That's really
That's
useful.
pretty cool. But yeah, basically I'm using modern Gothic principles, which are, you know...
You mean Gothic in terms of architecture, or
Yes.
Gothic in terms of eyeliner?
No, Gothic in terms of... That's what I was... It's difficult... Gothic is so weird to describe because it has so many different meanings now. But basically Gothic in the sense of the time period of like Europe in I think 1700s was the first Gothic period. I'm not sure. I could be totally
I don't know,
wrong.
dude.
But I know the aesthetic of that period. And then there's a lot of like modern Gothic interior design.
Dang, this guard earring really quick. Increases defense and increases max AP by a lot, like 23.
Yeah.
That's really good. I feel like I should give that to someone else though. I want the white thing is nice. It's like 1 to each.
That's pretty nice.
I'll put that.
Excuse me. So to finish my thought, the feedback I got was I was able to kind of outline what I was going for, and Dante was able to recommend looking up the Sherlock Holmes movies that were directed by Guy. Yeah, the Guy Ritchie films, or Sherlock Holmes movies, and actually it was exactly what I was looking for in terms of reference, which was really cool. So I looked
That
up the
was
set.
weird.
I looked up the set design for those.
Yeah.
And that's basically the direction I'm going to be going for. Because I was thinking, you know, Western culture, not necessarily like current like electricity times, you know. Well, I gave him all those details, and he was like, "Hey, look up this movie and like kind of like look at, you know, see if this is the feel you're going for." And I'm pretty excited because using an old project, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't have to build over, and I just duplicated a bunch of times. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Saved me a lot of time. But now I have to redo all the UVs because I'm going to be doing a different texture style, and yeah, and I'll be experimenting with Unreal. So I'm hoping to be able to like put a camera in it and have everything feel to scale, like to human scale. So yeah, I'm excited, but I'm
Fun stuff. I think this is the switch that turns it, by the way. If you
oh, that
notice where I
rotates
can-
it
yeah.
from the other one going to this side.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
Yeah,
he's
smack
not gonna
down.
fall off now.
Everybody goes. Get your butt back over here. But other than that, I mean,
Yep. Switched it.
I'm excited.
Good stuff,
I love
man.
working on my portfolio.
Yeah, it's been really cool to see.
I love working on it, but also I have this sense of like urgency that I have to have my portfolio like up to date and ready like right now. So I get a little bit, man, like I really wish I could just give myself a break and like cut myself some slack a little bit. But I think it's a
whoops.
little.
I don't think I wanted to go in here
Uh oh.
yet. It's fine.
Is this the big fight?
No.
Oh.
I don't have to activate it yet.
So, I see the path has emerged at last.
Yes.
The keyhole to the darkness.
Unlock it. And the Heartless will overrun this world.
What do I care? The darkness holds no power over me. Rather, I will use its power to rule all worlds.
Such confidence.
Oh. Ah. Impossible. The princesses of Heart are all here. It must be her.
She looks
Without her
pleasantly
heart,
asleep.
she will never be able to release her power.
The king's fools are here. I'll deal with them myself. You stay here and guard the princesses.
I'll get there, and
In 20 years. Oh. No bueno.
If I walk forward, I'll fight Maleficent.
Oh.
But I don't want to do
You're
that
like,
yet.
aha, not ready for that yet.
Not this second. I wanted to do... Oh dang, I need to activate this. Dang it.
Oh, but you can't do that with any
Yeah, also I need to prepare for that fight.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to lift... Oh wait, I already lifted this up, right? And that went to
Yeah.
that thing. What was the other thing I wanted to do then? I thought there was something else.
You rotated your things so it goes in the other direction.
Yeah, that's right. I want to go check out what that is.
Okay.
See, I was able to like get it before.
Time.
Because that one was... Wait, where's this? Okay.
Gosh, this castle's a maze, man.
Yeah, I actually should have just jumped off. I think I always could have. So if you jump off, you end up right here, which is fine because I want to.
This is so much. I'm glad you're doing this because this would take me ages.
Back to the entrance hall. So I want to go back through the. I want to go back through here.
Through the library? Can you go back?
Yeah, well, because now that we changed the direction, that's what I wanted to do before I went in there. Is ride the lift up from here.
Oh.
Because
Okay,
the final,
I was confused.
The final lift entrance was through here.
Yeah.
And this is the one that's really long. So it's good. You want to ride it up that one time because you get the item, and then you want to switch it because I forget what this goes to, but now it'll go up.
Bum, 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 bum.
No, it goes this way.
This is so weird. Quite creative.
Oh yeah, I remember like there was just something so exciting being here as like a kid because it was just like this is what everything's been leading up to.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it was its own unique world, like, so there was no like expectations because you kind of got the idea that like, okay, we're playing through plots. Yeah, it's just in there. We're playing kind of through the plots of Disney movies here.
Yeah.
With little sprinklings of the overall Rama belt. Let's see what that is. No, I want equipment thinking. Reduces lightning damage, also raises AP. And it apparently increases strength.
Increases. Decreases, you mean?
Oh, never mind. Right you are.
It only increased your AP.
I thought just because I saw the number highlighted changed, I thought it had gone up. I didn't realize that it was like down.
Oh, we gotta plan my birthday.
Yeah, we can do that tomorrow. It's your birthday soon.
actually feel like I accomplished the goal that I had set for my for being 22 years old.
22 sexy lady year. That's what it was. Okay, so now we have to get all the way back there, which is a pain in the butt.
Get back where? Oh, back to Maleficent.
Yeah. Just don't hit the ground so they don't spawn. Ah, you son of a bitch. I was like, yeah, just don't hit the ground and don't make the bad guys spawn.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work.
Spawned anyway. Yeah, just keep barreling through.
It's this one though we need. That's the thing, is like we have to fight when we're out here because
You can't activate the left.
yeah. Exactly.
Use your gravitas.
I don't want to be. I want to.
Oh, you gotta save your magic.
Exactly. I need to go in with all my magics. Yep. Go through this one again, go through everything real quick, and then get back to there. Maleficent is like a two-phase fight. Her first phase was always pretty easy, but her second phase is actually a tough one.
Yeah.
Actually a bit of a tough one. And then after this fight with Maleficent, we'll call it. We'll call it a
Yeah, it's
stream.
been a good amount of time.
Yeah, it's been a solid amount. And we've accomplished a lot. I mean, we are rags to riches. Oh, it must have been like a certain amount of money picked up or something.
I think
I have over like 10,000 or something. I feel like that's not
it's
a lot.
over 9,000!
It is over 9,000. That is, in fact, correct.
That is the one time I've ever said that statement, and it has been accurate.
It is actually over 9,000. Go on, honey.
I know, I'm so
Great
good.
joke.
Ha 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 ha! I'm so funny. Ha ha ha!
So funny. I don't know when the last thing unlocks, or the last, like the Hades Cup. Because honestly, my favorite Keyblade to use is Lionheart, and you get it from when you beat Leon and Yuffie. You fight them. They fight as a team together in
Hades Cup.
in the Hades Cup, and they're a pretty tough fight. The two of them together, and it's them, and they're like super versions of themselves. So they have like powered up weapons. So like she'll have this big like energy shuriken, and he'll have like a big energy sword, and they have like huge reach and stuff. So you have to fight them both, and then you get Lionheart, and that's just like a good balanced Keyblade because it gives you increased strength, and it gives you an extra magic. Because that's the thing, is like right now, like
Extra magic.
yeah, like gives you like an extra MP. Like it's like, I feel like the most balanced, because next to the ultimate weapon, Oblivion is the strongest Keyblade.
Yeah. I'm so like weird about blankets.
Oh, you need your blanket. Let's see. We have like plenty of these.
Oh, are we like too
Yeah.
full?
Let's use this.
Why don't you use that more often?
Because you don't need to use it very often. You can only use it from the menu. Like you can't like use it from here. So anyways, here we go. This room looks small for some reason. Oh, I think it breaks down at part of it.
I'm afraid you're too late.
Oh, pardon my confidence.
Any moment now, the final keyhole will be unsealed. This world will be plunged into darkness. It is unstoppable.
We'll stop it. After coming this far.
No, didn't you hear me? I said it's unstoppable.
You poor, simple fools. You think you can defeat me? Me, the mistress of all evil!
A little on the nose there.
Also, like,
Come on.
I initially thought that, like, she never intended to be evil.
Maleficent?
Yeah. It was through, like... It was through, like, her jealousy and her...
Oh, nice. Oh, like everyone healed me at the same time. I don't know what exactly Maleficent's story was.
I don't know. Like, from the original Disney movie, I remember that, like, she was angry because they didn't invite her to the, like, her like,
She wasn't
born
invited.
day party, essentially.
Yeah, like the king and queen didn't invite her to like their child's christening or something.
Yeah, essentially. And she was like, why do you think you can keep me out of her life?
Yeah.
And, like, you know, it was out of, like, envy and, like, you know, maybe a little bit of arrogance, too, that she, like, used her powers for... How did that happen?
What?
How did you die?
I didn't die. I beat her.
Oh.
That was her phase 1. Her phase 1, like I said, is a pretty easy.
Oh. Did she turn into the dragon?
No, she does.
I was like, duh.
Phase 2 is the dragon fight.
My favorite part of
Donald learned cheer.
Fantasmic.
Obtain Ansem report. Oh man, Fantasmic's a good time.
That's my favorite part of going to Disneyland.
Oh, nice. There's a save spot here. Whew. I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like there's a save spot, and I also feel like this room is smaller. I'm like, you fight her in the dragon room, and she's obviously like a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Because she's a dragon.
Hello, whoever is watching.
I return. Hello. But anyways, I don't have my.
You don't have your.
My chat
Because
up.
nobody.
Yeah, I know, no one was up, and then I switched it over to look at something. Whatever you said in the chat room, for some reason it's not showing up because I just reopened my Twitch app to see the chat room.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, it's now up, so if you say anything I'll see it. But let's see here. Go in. I'm gonna prep, make sure, it's David. Hello! Let's see, I'm gonna... You showed up just towards the end of our stream. We're basically just going to try and beat Maleficent, and then...
In dragon form.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time.
Exactly. Let's put a mega potion in here. Sure. I'll go in here and try. I don't expect to beat this the first time because it's been a while. So
it's been a minute.
Yeah. So Riku comes up and he gives her that good D, and then she turns into a dragon. No, he does. He penetrates her.
You need some help?
Riku!
Yes, a Keyblade. But unlike yours, this Keyblade holds the power to unlock people's hearts.
And another person.
Allow me to
Other person
demonstrate.
from towards the end of our stream. Oh, see, I told you.
Yeah, it does
Now,
penetrate
open your
her.
heart. Surrender it to the darkness.
I said that kind
Become
of weird.
darkness itself.
This is it. This
Oh yeah, and she's all super into it.
darkness.
This power.
True darkness.
I'm surprised they didn't do her like screeching laughter. Because she always does that. Ah, ah, ha, 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 when she like turns into
Now you gotta fight big ass dragon, and she has a lot of health and is very strong. Like she's on a purple bar now, man. So she has purple, orange. I mean, we're pretty strong right now. Like we were busting through her bar. So it should just, I mean, look at Dominique. It should be a game of keeping healed.
But like she like does this like wave effect every time she like stomps too. It like wipes out your health also.
Yeah.
Also there's so many particle effects happening.
One of the nice things is that, so you can hide right here and you won't get hit by anything.
Don't do that, that's cheap.
Well, no, it's good for when you want to use items.
Oh.
Because it's like...
You want to use like a mega...
I'm gonna chill. I just wanted to demonstrate that you could do that.
That?
Because yeah, it's like... Because it's hard to use items in battle, because it's like Cure, you know, you can assign to your quick bars, and it's like, yeah, and then she puts that fire right there, and it's kind of like, yeah, just chill right here, and... Oh, that was a bad roll into that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Can you? There we go. I got her turned a little bit.
Ooh, you're doing well though. You're halfway through her yellow.
Oh, thank you, Donald. That was actually a clutch heal from Donald.
Good job, Dolan. We're on her final health bar.
Yeah.
I got a message.
Nice. Okay. I was able to get the elixir off, so I should be good to heal for a little bit. If you can afford to, it's kind of like just don't be risky with it, and you'll be okay. It's like heal as much as you can. Ow. Stuck in her fire. Ow.
We'll get out of there. Oh,
dang
it. You were so close.
Oh, man. That's freaking embarrassing. I was just like, oh, man, look, I was doing so good.
Were you caught underneath her? Is that why you
yeah,
couldn't
I just
out?
couldn't. I couldn't get away from her. I got caught in her fire and couldn't get out. You know what, though? That I mean, I wasn't having that hard time. I was like, I should switch. I should switch in. Might still be the same thing. I was like, I should switch in Beast, but at least. So this was another frustrating thing about the game, because remember, you could not skip cutscenes in Kingdom Hearts 1 on the PS2. So if you failed this boss fight, you had to watch that cutscene again, and then right after this is like the fight with the second fight with Riku.
Oh, so it was just like fight after
and that's
fight,
like a longer cutscene.
She's bringing out that fire early.
Yeah, I mean, I felt
aggressive.
Yeah, it's like I felt like I got pretty lucky. Like
you have to hit her in the face too.
Yeah, that's her like weak spot, and I got kind of lucky. I feel like on that first one, because it's like that was the hard thing.
Wigs out.
That was the hard thing about her fight. Is just that she's like constantly doing stuff, and it's you get trapped in, like, you know, as careful as you want to be, you still get trapped in freaking like just unfair situations where you're just getting whacked on constantly.
Oh, that was interesting.
Oh, cool! I'm on her back. That's nice. I don't think I've ever been on her back before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, she didn't look like you could like do that. Ooh, get out of there! Ooh, get out of there!
Stuck in there.
There we go.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's literally just you get stuck in the unfair situations where it's like fire, 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 and then like in moving out of the fire.
Is your chat
got smacked? There haven't been any messages. It pops up when on the,
I know. I thought there was one, but whatever.
On the screen.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. That's I'm
and
like
it opens
honestly
every time with her being like, ugh.
Yeah. Because honestly, I was shocked by how well I did on that first fight. Because I'm like, I remember like this being one of the harder fights in the game. Again, because you get just stuck in unfair situations where she like you just take damage. Like you just take so much damage, and you don't have an opportunity to heal. And they added, I don't know if this was an ability in the original game, but if I can get this ability, like I want it, it's Leaf Bracer.
Yeah.
And I see Donald has the ability to equip it, but Leaf Bracer is just your heals on yourself can't be interrupted, and that's a huge benefit because in a lot of games, like healing actually gives you some invincibility frames, which is really nice. In this game, it doesn't. Healing can totally be interrupted, but I've been... Dang. Oh, dang. I'm gonna hide behind here really quick, and I'm going to Mega Potion to bring... Oh, where the heck is my Mega Potion? Oh, dang it. I didn't...
You didn't equip it?
No. Oh, that was a bad re-engage.
Yeah. Jeez, it's the camera, man. That's really what like gets me sometimes. The camera is just like wacky.
I don't really need to use an elixir. I didn't know you could get on her back either. That's been a really interesting thing. Because my discovery was that you could do that thing where you would hop on, where you get behind that log, and that was always like, man, that's so nice because you can just get a respite to use items.
Yeah, but she also does like a tail whip. So if you're on her back and she does the tail whip, I'm sure that it knocks you off.
Yeah, that's probably true too. Oh dang!
You need to, yeah.
I should have just used the elixir.
God, because she like moves so much and the camera's so janky trying to keep up with like her and you. Oh, you're so close.
Gotcha.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Woohoo! Great job.
Woohoo, did it.
It seems that no one is watching anymore.
Yeah, probably. That's okay. We're just doing it for the fun.
I know, but like,
Got her.
you just won.
Woohoo!
Wahoo!
And then all her thorn vines burn away too. And there she is. Just a
How
skid mark.
ironic.
Ew.
She was just another puppet after all.
What?
The Heartless were using Maleficent from the beginning. She failed to notice the darkness in her heart eating away at her. A fitting end for such a fool.
Ew. Ew, did you see that his teeth showed up?
No, I didn't notice it.
Oh my gosh. I'll have to play that back for you to like tomorrow.
Where is...
Basically, like, they made his mesh like semi-transparent, and so his teeth, the
Wait, is this all I can do?
the
is
teeth
go
mesh
through?
is different on the inside of a model. So,
Uh-huh.
like full gums and teeth sit behind the face of a character,
Oh, I got
and it was those that you could see when his model was transparent.
Gotcha. Alright, so now we can go right here.
Woohoo!
Nice. Alright, cool. I think we will call the stream there.
Yeah, man.
Ending it at 11 on the dot.
Wow, that's pretty.
And 11 hours, a little over 11:20, so... Or
11 hours?
11 hours. 1 hour. 1 hour, 20 minutes, sorry. It's 11 o'clock.
We have not been doing this for 11 hours.
Alright, we out.
Bye!
Bye.